It's funny and sad how we have continually showed or embraced our enemies, people that are not afraid to show how much they detest us. We have shown them love, we have opened the doors to them, and in return, what you're getting is just hatred. And I say hatred because of how these Chinese come to Africa and how they've been behaving. Recently, I did a story in Zimbabwe of this Chinese farm. What happened is that the Zim government contracted the Chinese to do a big project, and so these Chinese developers, they contracted Zim locals as their laborers. And after some time, the Zim laborers started complaining that they had been denied of their rights. And they staged a protest, only for the Chinese developer to tell the locals that they do not have a right and they can live at their own pleasure on their own soil. I mean, it's crazy out here. And I do not know why African governments contract these people. They believe that only Chinese can do proper work. They only can do, for example, let me just give you an example with Kenya. The Kenyan government only contract Chinese to build roads because they believe only Chinese can build proper roads. They contract Chinese to develop buildings. And what they're simply doing is they are perpetuating a system where these people will demean local workers, and that is why we're seeing whatever is happening. They come assault Africans, they come, they tell them all sorts of, they give all sorts of insults, calling them monkeys, and nothing actually has been so far been done. This simply perpetuating a system where these Chinese demean local workers because they feel that the government is putting them on a pedestal, and they feel that the government do not believe in their own citizens, and that is why they're contracting them. Anyway, there's this Jamaican babe. I was listening to this Jamaican babe who was narrating over what she has gone through in Asia. What happened is she packed her bags from Jamaica and she went to Asia. She is a teacher by profession, and she decided to go look for a job in Asia, only to go and find or get a rude awakening in Asia. She thought the way people embrace each other, the way the black people really love each other is the same way Chinese or Asian people will embrace her. Only for her to go and whoa. No, what happened is that as she was looking for a job, she was told that her skin is her greatest enemy. She was told that her skin is her greatest sin because Chinese will not allow her anywhere close to their kids because they believe her accent, she will not give their kids proper education. And she was also told that they do not like black accents. For Chinese, they relate whiteness to prestige. They believe that white people are rich and actually will do anything to relate with white people. I was listening to this Chinese scientist. I think she's a political scientist, and she was saying that Chinese are really, really racist and they detest black people because they see black people as poor. They think or they know that white people are rich and they will do anything to be related with richness. They actually have a god called the Kaishen, and every Chinese will worship this god. And there's a race factor in that Kaishen, where they believe that white people are rich and African people or black people are poor. Anyway, listen to this Jamaican babe narrating her story of how she went through it. How she went through it in Asia. Watch this.
Getting to China, you think that it would be easier to get a job in China? Have you tried to apply for jobs in China?
I have tried. I have agents straight up tell me to my face, you're black, no school will hire you.
Really?
Straight to my face.
Is it that they feel that you won't be able to do the job? As in because you don't speak good enough English? Or I just don't want black people around my kids?
They don't want black people. They want that white US Canadian.
Listening to her and reflecting on other stories that I have done, do you think we should keep on talking about it, hoping for a change someday? Or should we keep it aura for aura? Personally, I will keep it aura for aura. I am very good at mirroring energies. If you go low, I will go under. I mean, for how long? For how long? How many black people have to be humiliated, have to be disrespected for someone to finally say enough is enough? I mean, if you're welcome in our continent, why can't black people also have equal opportunities in your country? And it's funny how African government, we have completely opened our doors to these dusty fellas. For example, in my next story, I will tell you about a place in Kenya that is only meant for Chinese. They actually have built a mall and they have called it Chinatown, and they're only selling Chinese products there. No other products are supposed to be sold there. There are buildings only meant for Chinese. I mean, it's crazy how we are embracing these people. But for them, they on a daily basis, they're reminding us how they hate us, it's not about to stop. Recently, they created a black infant doll and did all despicable things to the doll. I mean, outright showing the black community that they do not like us. And then for us, we're embracing them. Are we so good? And it seems that this is a disease that is carried by old Chinese folks, because according to the last stories that I have done, there's a generation of young Chinese that's coming up that are embracing the black community. There's a story that I did. I'll give you a recap of that story, of a girl who is dating a black guy, but she is facing a lot of rejection from her family. She's also getting a lot of rejection from fellow Chinese people. Let me give you a recap of that story.
You said what? Like, what conversations did you have with that?
Well, like if my dad ever finds out that I'm dating a black guy.
Yeah. So you say you had a conversation with him?
Yeah, when I went back a month ago.
Yeah.
Like my mom and my dad, like my mom was okay with me dating anybody, like it could be Chinese or like somebody not from China.
Okay, so black, so your mom would be okay with dating.
My mom would say, you can date anybody you want, like I don't care.
Okay, so your mom would be fine you dating a white man, a white guy.
Yeah. He's like, you can date a foreigner, but just don't date a black guy. It's literally what my mom said.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of older Chinese people are really racist.
It's the same thing with the Mexicans.
Yeah, they're like, there's whites, there's us, and there's all of you. But somehow they're like, yeah, there's still the whites here. But then in their mind, they're like, use all the racial slurs you can think about.
Well, that's the way my grandma was. The sweetest woman I've ever met.
Oh, really?
But so racist.
Isn't it interesting? A lot of like grandmas, in your memories of, oh my gosh, she makes me meals. And she's like spitting the black person's face.
It's just like, deep hatred underneath. That's what's cooking the fire.
I know.
The disdain for other minorities.
Congratulations to this group of Chinese, or this sect of Chinese that have embraced the black community. To the rest who feel black people are like this, black people are like that, we're not about to apologize for existence. We're not about to shrink ourselves to make you uncomfortable. If we're too much for you, maybe try looking away. Anyway, my name is Wangari Njuguna, and this has been ADNC. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wangari Njuguna. Also, remember to download our app and sign up today for the latest news right at your fingertips. I'll see you in the next one. Kwaheri.